Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ishita Karandikar and in this video we are going to learn some set methods and operations to solve common problems using Python. So first, let's talk about what is a set. A set is an unordered collection of different elements. A set can be written explicitly by listing its element using set brackets. If the order of the elements is changed or any element of a set is repeated, it does not make any changes in the set. So now that we know what is a set, let's move on to see when to use sets in Python. A set can be used when the order of data does not matter, but the only concern is your data elements need to be unique. Now there are two methods to create a set. One is by using curly braces and the other is to use set constructor. Now let's create a set using set constructor method. Now we can replace this function by curly braces and the output will still be the same. So now what if we have to create an empty set? We cannot create an empty set just by not writing any elements in curly braces. This will create an empty dictionary. To create an empty set, we will have to use set function without any arguments. So now let's see it practically. From the output, it is very clear. With curly braces, the output is empty dictionary, and with set method, the output is an empty set. A set removes duplicate values. So now let's just add some elements to set S1. Let's add 1, 4 and 5. As we can see, the output is still 1 to 5. So it removed the duplicate values. We can add or remove elements from a set. To add one element to the set, we have this function add. Let's say we want to add an element 6 to our set. Let's write s1.add 6. From the output we can see 6 is added to our set. Now what if we want to add multiple elements to our set? For that we have this method update. Let's add some elements to our set. Let's add 6, 7 and 8 to our set. As we can see, 6, 7 and 8 are added to our set. We can update our set with another set also. Let's create another set S2. From the output we can see how update method updated our set S1 with the element list and with another set. Also we can see it automatically removed the duplicate values. So now let's see how we can remove elements from a set. To remove one element from a set, we have remove method. Let's say we want to remove element 2 from our set, we can simply use remove method. Let's write s1.remove 2. From the output we can see element 2 is removed from our set. Now let's talk about discard method. Discard method is similar to remove method, which is used to remove one element from a set. Discard method will give the same output as the remove method. The difference between remove and discard method is if we try to remove a value that doesn't exist in our set, remove method will give an error, whereas discard method will not give an error. Let's remove element 6 from our set S1, which isn't in our set, so we have an error. Now if I replace remove with discard, we can see it just prints our set. We talked about some basic methods. Now let's discuss about operations like intersection and unions. Intersection of two given sets is a new set which contains all the elements that are common to both the sets. And union of two given sets is a new set which contains all the elements of both the sets. Let's create three sets, S1, S2, S3, with S1 having 1, 2, 3, S2 having 2, 3, 4, S3 having 3, 4, 5 elements respectively. Now let's create a set S4 which will show intersection of S1 and S2. Let's write S4 equals to S1 dot intersection S2. From the output we can see the elements of S4 are the elements common to S1 and S2, that is 2 and 3. Now let's see the result of intersection of S1, S2 and S3. Let's write S4 equals to S1 dot intersection S2. S3. The output is 3. Now if we want the values that are different, for that we have difference method. If I want to see what values are in S1 that are not in S2, then I can use this method S1 dot difference S2. Let's write S4 equals to S1 dot difference S2. The result is 1, as 1 is in S1 but is not in S2. If we want values that are in S2 but not in S1, we can simply interchange S1 and S2 in difference method. The output is 4, as 4 is in S2 but is not in S1. Now if we want to have the values that are in S2 but not in S1 or S3, then we will use S2 dot difference S1 comma S3. From the output we can see we have an empty set, and that is because when we look at S2 doesn't have any values that aren't in either S1 or S3. 2 and 3 are in S1 and 3 and 4 are in S3. Now let's get the values that are in S3 but not in S1 or S2. The output is 5. Now let's talk about symmetric difference. The symmetric difference allows you to compare two sets and get all of the differences between both the sets. When we saw the examples in which we were comparing S1 and S2, we were getting results for one of the sets with respect to other. So if we want a set which shows the values that are not in both the sets S1 and S2, we will simply use the method symmetric difference. As we can see, the output is 1 and 4, and if we interchange S1 and S2, we will still get the same output. Now let's see some practical examples where we use sets or some of these techniques. The major application of set theory is removal of duplicate elements. Let's create a list L1, and let's now create a list L2 which is equal to L1 but with the duplicate values removed. First of all, we will write L2 equals to set L1. This will cast our list to a set and then remove the duplicates. But we are still left with a set. We can simply cast this set to a list again by writing L2 equals to list set L1. We can see the output is L1 but with removed duplicate elements. Let's look at some more examples. Let's create three lists: employee, gym members, developers. Now let's see which employees have both a gym membership and are also developers. To do so, we can simply intersect list of gym members with developers. So the output is Seema and Arpit. Now let's see the employees who are neither gym members nor developers. To do this, we can use difference method on our employees and then compare that to our other two lists. The output is Jagan and Jeenat. Now let's see what is a membership test. Basically, if you are doing something like if Seema in developers print found, this is a membership test where we are looking for a value in our list. I hope that after this video you have a better idea for how you can use sets for different problems. Thank you.